This conference will now be recorded.
So far we discussed about multiple data types. Like when it comes to fundamentals, just to giving a recap, we discussed about integer, string, float, complex. Any other? Boolean. So these are the 5 different type of data types we discussed when it comes to fundamental. And where if we're coming to collection data types, we discussed about list, set, tuple, and there is one more data type called dictionary, which we not discussed. And today we are trying to close this one. So if we able to complete the dictionaries, that means all the data types, different data types we discussed. Then we'll enter to the next concept. So dictionary is a collection data type which holds a group of key and values. Key, if you see, it's again a curly brace. It's not a normal brace, it's a curly brace we are using. So which one we use curly brace? Is it a set or a tuple? Anyone remember? Which
Set.
one for set? Okay. Square bracket?
Tuple.
Tuple? Are you sure?
Sorry, list.
Normal brackets?
Tuple.
Correct. So if we're coming to every data type, we are using different type of brackets to identify whether it has to behave like a list, set, or tuple. There are differentiations we also discussed between one data type to other data type. But the only one data type which has curly braces, there are two data types which has curly braces, but can be identified whether it should behave like a dictionary or other data type is going to be key. There is a key punctuation before the value. If there is a key punctuation, system treats as a dictionary. Of if you have only the value without a key, system treats as a different data type. So the properties of dictionary is dictionary represented by curly braces, like your set. Key and value can be either homogeneous or heterogeneous, just similar like other data types. So it can be handled. The value can be any fundamental data type. It can be numeric, integer, float, string, boolean, or complex, whatever it may be. Heterogeneous in the sense. You, keys cannot be duplicated. That means if I give the key, like press 1 for call center agent, press 2 for self-assistant, press 3 for raising a query. So if there is a key called 1, 2, 3, those should be unique. In case if I again update the same key with a new value, the old key will be overrated with the new key. That means the old key will not be existed no, in our list. I can say that. So and but the values can be duplicated. Values in the sense the value which you assign to the corresponding key can be duplicated. Press 1 for user assistant, press 2 for user assistant. I can be able to give the value as a duplicate for multiple keys, but I cannot duplicate the keys itself. So you can see an example like age equal to 60, weight equal to 60. So value is duplicated, but the key is not duplicated. Keys are unique. For an example, age equal to 60. Again, I'm giving age equal to 70. The 60 will be overrated with the 70. The 60 will not be represented, or it cannot be replicated anywhere, or you cannot able to utilize the old values. Are you clear what I'm trying to say?
Summer.
So insertion order is not preserved. Means the outcome can be random. Dictionary is a mutable object. Mutable object means, what do you mean by mutable objects? We discussed about 3 different data types: mutable and immutable. Which is immutable and which is immutable? What about list is immutable or immutable?
Mutable.
Tuple?
Mutable.
Set? tuple is not immutable. If I'm not wrong, I explained you. Tuple is immutable. Set is not going to be allow the duplicates, but it's immutable. I uploaded this file to you people, right? So, and dictionary is a mutable object. That means it's going to be allow the changes, but the ID will not be changed. Dictionary can be created by using curly braces or by using a dit function. So either one of this, like for creation of list, I can use a square brackets or I can use a list function. For a set function. For a tuple function. Similarly, for a dictionary, dist function. To access element in a dictionary, pass the key and you will get the value. I did not mention anywhere forward index and backward index. I'm not talking about index. I'm just using, just enter the key of a correspond in a data type. System automatically retrieve the value. That's the thing. Press 1, it will redirect to your user. Now, how to create a dictionary in a system analysis? Creating a dictionary elements. It is a heterogeneous, it's a homogeneous. You can see Sachin scored 90, Ganguly scored 65, and David scored 35. Dravid. So there is the keys are strings, but still it's a key, and those are unique. Keys cannot be numerical data; it can be anything. So here my key is a string called Sachin, user player name, and my second key is going to be Ganguly, and my third key is going to be Dravid. And the scores can be a numerical or a heterogeneous, anything, string or boolean, whatever it may be. So when I entered a Sachin, system automatically retrieve 90. When I entered a Ganguly as my user player name, system is going to be written as 65. And when I entered Dravid, system will return as 35. So this is going to be homogeneous. All values are similar data type. So when you enter print x and type of x and length of x, you can see print x is going to be show you the dictionary. When you say type, it's showing as a data type, not a dictionary data type. The length is going to be 3. Key and value together is going to be 1. So that is the reason there are 3 players and 3 values. So 3 is showing as a length. And when I come in heterogeneous, you can see my height is showing as 5.5. 1 stands for male and 2.9 is rounded to 3. So my keys can be heterogeneous and my values can be heterogeneous, or at least 1. It's up to you. So when I entered my user key as a height, system is going to return as 5.5. When I entered 1, system treats it's a male. When I entered 2, its system written as female. And when I entered the outcome of the program is going to be 2.99. It can be rounded to 3 as a value. So this is going to be heterogeneous. Is it clear? Just flower bracket, key, colon, value, comma, another key, key 1, equal colon, value 2, and close the flower bracket. Any questions on this? Is it clear?
No. Yes.
Now I have another data, one more example. I have semester marks in a BTech, CSC 120, EC the average marks, ECE 90, IT 60, and EEE 60. So these are the average marks scored by a student, and I stored into X variable. When you entered Y is coming here. It was a typo mistake. It's supposed to be X. Type of X and length of X. System is going to return as a 4. Let me go here and execute it. Which day it is? Day 17. I'll execute it so that you'll get an okay. not this. We're taking dictionaries. Now I have the semester marks and I'm trying to find out what is my x, type of x, and length of x. System written as 4 length and type is going to be dictionary and x is going to be so and so. Let me show you. So length is going to be 4. Length is going to be 4. 4 keys and 4 values and dictionary is the data type and the x value is displayed. Now what I'm trying to tell you is duplicates. So duplicate keys are not allowed but values are allowed. So you can see 60 is a duplicate value, it's allowed. And duplicate keys, what if I have duplicate keys? What is how the system is going to be treated? In a sense, here you can see if you observe the first key and first value CSC, I also updated in this last value. CSC is my key, same key, but the value is different. So what will be happen? In the sense, system is going to remove one randomly. Now you can see CSC 90 is updated, CSC 120 got removed. Now again I re-execute. So my latest key got updated. So generally, in a computer terminology, I can say that my first key, my old key is going to be terminated and my new key is updated. But when coming to bookish terminology like a dictionary, it says that randomly one key will be removed. It can be either first one or last one. One key will be removed. Are you getting my point? Or any questions? Now I want to execute. I want to access a value. I want an access value from a key. So how to access means similar like how you're accessing using an index. In the same fashion I'm following here. So A, I have a value of 20, B, I have a value of 5, C, I have a value of 10, and again B, I have value of 15. Now according to you, when I say X is nothing but dictionary, in square bracket the key value A. So will it access 20 or will it access 10? What's your guess? Because it's a duplicated, and again B also duplicated. Duplicates are not allowed. So according to you, which value it is going to display? Either the first one or last one or random?
Random.
Supposed to be random. You can see 0 and 5. 0 and 5. Sorry, it's not 0. My screen went up. 10 and 15. So it's supposed to be random, but as per the bookish terminology. But when you execute multiple times, also system says that the latest one is got refreshed when you practically execute it. As I explained when I explained the properties, my latest key will be refreshed with my old key. My old key will not be there. But when you read the book in any way, like an online, it will say that random key will be executed. Which one? They will not mention. So if you see practically, the latest one will be updated, but the old one will be void. I'm not sure. Maybe once in hundreds you may get old key. I'm not sure about that. But so far, how many times I practiced? So many times I executed. I get only the updated one, not the old one. So A got updated as 10 and B got updated as 15. Hope you're clear what I'm trying to say. And when you see length will not be counted as 4. Length will count only the 2. The original duplicate will not be counted. Which are the duplicates? God knows. Clear what I'm trying to say? Any questions? And similarly, how to create an empty dictionary for my requirement purposes. Just use a flower bracket. When you use a flower bracket, how the system has to take it, whether it has to behave like a dictionary or a set or a tuple. How the system will take it? Flower bracket. Set also is a flower bracket and dictionary also a flower bracket. How the system has to treat it? Both are same, right? Sorry?
It will take as a dictionary.
It will take as a dictionary.
Mhm.
But set also we have the same symbols, right?
Yeah.
Then system doesn't have any brain. What are the instructions you are giving? It follow the same. If the outcome of the program is wrong, that means your coding is wrong. Am I right?
Mhm.
It's not system did wrong. In the same fashion, flower brackets you are using for set, flower brackets you are using for dictionary. So how the system has to treat, how system has to understand the input data supposed to behave like a dictionary or the input data is supposed to behave like a set. What's your guess? Wild guess.
Set has some properties, right?
Same properties are also there in dictionary. In fact, dictionary should have key and value both, but set doesn't require.
Mhm.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So see the answer.
Class dictionary.
So though if you assume that I can create a flower brackets and I can create a set, in the sense the system treats empty dictionary. Now take an example like this, just to confuse you and make it as a trick.
Mhm.
Now this one treat as a dictionary or a set.
This one is treated as a set.
Why? Because I mean the previous example I gave is for flower brackets, no?
Flower brackets dictionary. The structure is a key pair, but here
Perfect.
we haven't assigned any key pair.
Correct. So the outcome of this exercise is, if you have empty flower brackets, the system treats as a dictionary by default, and if you have some value without any key, system treats as a set, not as a dictionary. The pattern is different for dictionary and a set. You can see here.
Mhm.
I hope you are clear what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
How to
I'm clear.
identify? How, Giri? What about you?
Yes, sir.
So these are the examples I pasted here. So anyway, up to 270 thereafter I have to execute, no other option for me. My Microsoft got corrupted. Okay. So dictionary is used to collection of various data types, various details like a key and value pairs about a particular object. That is the thing what we do generally. So example, customer, employee, student, extra. So there are some examples I'm taking: customer details, employee details, and student details. So when you say collection of different values, I can collect the name of a customer, account number of a customer if it's related to finance or bank, or branch, which branch he belongs to, and type, which type of account he has it. Similarly, when I come into employee, I can get it what is the name of an employee, salary, designation, and a branch. And if I come into student, what is the student name, branch, which branch he's studying, and which college, and which location. So when I enter a key, system is going to retrieve the name of a student or name of employee or a customer. When I entered a salary, system identified that is going to be employee salary. When I entered a branch, it can be a customer branch or employee branch. So when you see this outcome, you got the information like print customer, print employee, and print student. I got it 3. Now I want to access very few elements or a few values from the dictionary. For an example, from the customer, I want to access a name. So if I want to access a name, you can see print customer is the directory, nothing but dictionary. In square bracket, which key you want to be accessed. So name. So when I enter the name with a double quotation, system is going to retrieve Ajay, comma. From the customer, I also wants to access the account number. So in square bracket, account number. System is going to retrieve the customer name along with the account number. Is it clear how to access values using a key in a dictionary? So
Yes.
Earlier we used to use a range function, the range or index function to access the range of the values. But in a dictionary, we are not using indexing. We are going to use a keys in a square bracket. So employee name I want to retrieve. So employee is the dictionary, and in a square bracket, name is the key. Similarly, for a student in a square bracket, the key which you want to retrieve. Now there is a question. Amar, I want to retrieve name and account. Why should I give two types of dictionary? Can I give like this? Print bracket, customer is the dictionary. In square bracket, name, comma, account. Will it work? Think I explained you long back when it comes to collection items.
It will work, Amar.
It will work. Multiple keys in one dictionary can I able to access by using this kind of thing?
We need to provide 2 brackets instead of 1 bracket.
Nested list you meant to say.
No, 2 separate brackets, I think. For
Okay.
name is one and another one account number.
Like this.
Uh-huh. Is that wrong?
This is going to be given error.
Okay.
So what is the type? Type is going to be type error, unhashable type.
List.
We not to discuss about type of error, how to handle errors, and how to investigate an errors. But going forward, when you are practicing, try to read the last line. Type error. What do you mean by this? Unhashable type. So we cannot give two different even if I'm trying to give nested list also, that will also give an error. The reason is one key with one dictionary in a print. For that I use a term called iterable. When it comes to list, set and tuple, can I give multiple indexes in one by one? In the sense I should tell no comma, you can use comma, because when you're using for loop or something, the system is not going to give any error. Iterable objects, so that is a single, you have to be maintained. Same functionality works here. You cannot give multiple keys here, though those are comes under one dictionary. You cannot give like this. You have to give separated by comma. Dictionary key in the square bracket, key value, comma, again the same dictionary name, square bracket, comma. But do not give multiple keys under, though those are same dictionary, do not give. It will show an error. So like this you can give x square bracket 1 comma x square bracket 3. System is going to retrieve the values, but I cannot give x comma 1. I can give the range x colon 3. That means 1, 2, 3 will be displayed, but it is not going to be fulfill my requirement. I want to display index 1 and index 3 value, not the 2. So this will not be suitable. In the same fashion, multiple keys will not be suitable. You have to give dictionary only single key, comma, dictionary second key. Clear? What I'm trying to say. Any questions? This type of conversions. This also discussed. Now dictionary addresses. Dictionary is a mutable object. That is the thing, what the property what we understand. So when it's a mutable object, do you think that same address will be there for multiple variables? When you assign the same dictionary, like 1 equal to Yamar, 2 equal to male, the same information, if I assign same key and same value, if I assign to multiple keys like X and Y, do you think that I'll get the same ID and different ID? It's a mutable object. Dictionary is a mutable object. Do not say the blue color. Only try to understand, recollect from your mind. Is it going to be same ID or a different ID? Mutable object means address can be changed, right? Immutable means address will not be changed. It will be unique. So when the address is changed, that is going to be mutable object. The values, am I right or wrong? Hello? Yamini and
Yeah.
Greek are getting one point?
Yes.
The address can, the value can be changed and value cannot be changed. That is the thing we discussed, right? Anything else?
No.
So A 10, B 20 and assigned to X. The same values and same keys assigned to Y also. When you see ID of Y and ID of X, you can see address is changed and values are same. And if you change the values also, this address will not be changed. 16 will remain 16 for Y and 52 will be remains 52 for X. Now when you see X is Y, means it will say false. The reason is those are mutable objects. You can change the internal values multiple times. The address of the X or address of the Y will not be changed. And similarly, when you see X double equal to Y, now the values are same and the keys are same. System returns true. My next question here is, within the dictionary, I have different keys and different values. I want to see those are mutable or immutable, or I want to see whether the address of values are same or not. In the sense, X is Y. X, what is the X value here? Sorry, X of A type of X of A and ID X of A. So what is the A value? 10. X of A is going to be 10, and similarly Y of A is equal to 10. If you see, that is a fundamental data type, and that is value is 10, and it is an integer, and it is referring to some reference number. So that reference number is a unique. So the ID what you seen for dictionary and the reference value is a different. Now the reference value is 72. When you say X of A is Y of A in the same, both are same address, so system returns as a true. It's not returning as a false. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? Now I just randomly, it's not a dictionary, P equal to 10. It's just a random variable which I created. for a temporary purpose. And when you say P is X of A means it written as a true. The reason is P of P hold the value of 10. The 10 address is nothing but 872 140 ending with 872, and both addresses are same, which is there in your dictionary and which is there in P. So system written as a true. It's not returning as a false. Any questions?
No, Amar.
That's the outcome of the takeaway from here is the list, dictionary, tuple, and set can be immutable or can be immutable. But within that, you may have different values, and different values will have different reference addresses. And those reference addresses can be same or different too when you're comparing between one value to other value. It's not meaning that only one address will be there for X, one address will be there for Y. That one address is referring to holding the content. But within the content, you have multiple values. Each value will have one address. That is a takeaway, just for recap purpose. So can I have a dictionary within the dictionary? Means I can say yes. I can have one dictionary, and that can be a sub dictionary for the main dictionary. So customer name James, name is going to be James, balance is going to be 50,000, bank is HDFC, address I given as again a sub dictionary. So address colon city colon Hyderabad, state colon Telangana. So my sub dictionary is a address, my main dictionary is a customer. So when you say print customer, system is going to return entire number from here to here. Everything will be retrieved. When you say length, what can be the length of this dictionary? Can I assume this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? So the length can be 4 or length can be 5. Which one is right? Think.
4.
4. Why? Sub-dictionary treat as 1 only. It will not treat as 2.
Yeah.
So here print customer is going to display entire dictionary, the main dictionary. And name, when you say name, system is going to return as a James. When you say address, system is going to return as full sub dictionary information. City Hyderabad and state Telangana both will be displayed. If you want to be access sub dictionary value using a key, so print the main dictionary is the customer and sub dictionary is going to be address within square bracket. Again next to that, again give one more square bracket which is a key in a sub dictionary, that is going to be city. So system is going to return as a Hyderabad. Clear? Any questions? Just an example. Another example. Name, some names, player name Kohli, age 30. I just given wife colon. So when I give wife colon, and the system is going to return as a sub dictionary, name Anushka, age 28, city again one more key value called Delhi. So when you say print details, system is going to return full details. When you say print details wife, system is going to return Anushka and age 38. And I want to retrieve the name of wife from the details dictionary. So details in square bracket wife and square bracket name. System is going to return as Anushka. So details is going to be my main dictionary. Within the main dictionary, I have sub dictionary called wife. So that is in my first square bracket. Within the wife, I have a key called name. So system is going to return Anushka as a value. But when you use like this, details in a square bracket name, system is going to find out the key value as a name and return as Kohli. So name is existing within the sub dictionary and the main dictionary. So which one to be accessed? Based on the square bracket and based on the position, system identified where you're maintaining, next to the sub dictionary or next to the main dictionary. System is going to be decided based on that. Clear? Any questions
No.
from any? Now, I want to change some value. Maybe Anushka name as some XYZ name. How to access? In the sense, details in square bracket, wife, again one more square bracket, name, double equal to the name what you want to give, XYZ. System will override this Anushka as XYZ and it will be updated. Clear? When you use equal to sign, it's assignment. Update with the new value content. When you use a print function, it will be displayed. That's all. That's the difference. Any questions?
No.
Can I able to append or modify my dictionary means? Yes, we can do that. For an example, I have printing an element. I explained you already. Student name, height, and everything explained. So I want to modify an height. So std is the dictionary in square bracket, height is the key and equal to 5.75. System automatically update 5.8 as 5.75. You can see the value here. Adding a new element. So student in square bracket, age equal to 37. Age is the key which is not existing so far. std has my student details has only name and height. Now I am appending a new value. You don't require to give an append function. Directly you can give student and the new key what you want to be updated. So age equal to 37. System automatically update a new key. It will check whether the key is existing or not. If the key is not existing, system will create a new key called age and update the value as 37. You can see the value as 37 in my last line. So appending a new element. Any questions?
Normal.
So by tomorrow we'll start with functions, methods. Functions we discussed, right? How to create a function.
No.
Loops,
Loops we discussed.
control statements. Control
Yeah.
statements we discussed, but not methods.
Yeah, not.
So we have methods, we have a classes and packages. Then how to access Excels and how to access SQLs. These things we not discussed. Okay. So the last slide for dictionary to close the data types. So I want to know how many keys I have. We don't know, right? In reality, we don't know what is my dictionary and how many keys I have if I want to know, or how many values I have if I want to know. You can use dot keys or dot values. So I have a dictionary called materials. In this material dictionary, I have books, pens, and chairs, which are my keys. So I want to see as a librarian what are the keys I have for punching purpose. So if I want to know only the keys to be displayed, so the dictionary name dot keys, system is going to return the keys. You can see in the left hand side blue color, books, pens, and chairs. No, Amar, I want to see only the quantity. I don't want to see the keys. So material dot values, system is going to return the values. It's not going to return the keys. And if you see the values, how its system is displayed as keys are values displayed as a list. From here, can I able to submit 10 plus 20 plus 30? You see the grand total quantity. Is it possible? That is a dictionary, right? When I just entered a square bracket, keys or values, system displayed as a list. So can I able to do the sum activity on top of that to see my grand total quantity? Just see and let me know your answer.